Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And today we're going to go into the book of Psalms, the 92nd chapter, right? Praise for the Lord's goodness. A psalm or song for the Sabbath day. 1 second. It is a good thing to give thanks unto the Lord Yahweh, and to sing praises unto thy name, O Most High. To shew forth thy loving kindness in the morning, and thy faithfulness every night. Upon an instrument of 10 strings, and upon the psaltery, upon the harp with a solemn sound. For thou, Lord, hast made me glad through thy work. I will triumph in the works of thy hands. See, and through the working of the Lord, who was he made glad? Right? Ultimately us, because we are the ones that glory in the work of the Lord. We appreciate the work of the Lord. Okay, and a part of that, Psalms 119 and 126, is the working prophecy. Okay, so we triumph, we gain the victory through the working of the Lord's hands. Verse 5, O Yahweh, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. Right? What did not Paul, say that? Romans 11 and 33. Oh, the depth, right? Deep, the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of God. How unsearchable are his judgments and his ways past finding out, right? It's beyond comprehension. So really, we only have but a fraction, right, of the Lord's, depth of his ways. Verse 6, a brutish man knoweth not, neither doth a fool understand this. And why is that? Because it's too much for them, right? The scriptures say wisdom is too high for a fool. But let's get one more, 2 Corinthians 2 and 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God. Why? For they are foolishness unto him, because he is brutish. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. It takes a certain level of spiritual discernment to understand these things. And the brutish man, which is also likened unto the natural man, cannot understand it. Okay? Verse 7, when the wicked spring as the grass, and when the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever. That's the purpose. Like the Lord said, concerning Pharaoh, even for the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might, make my power known through thee. In what? Through destroying you. So when the wicked spring up and the workers of iniquity flourish, it's so they can be destroyed. But thou, Yahweh, art most high forever. For lo, thine enemies, O Lord, for lo, thine enemies shall perish. All the workers of iniquity shall be scattered. And how are they going to be scattered? Through the judgment of the Lord. Okay, let's go into that word scattered. To separate, to divide, right? To be separated. And here it's going to be in a negative sense for them, because they're going to be conquered, right? Broken up, as you would say. Verse 10, but my horn shalt thou exalt like the horn of an unicorn, right? Meaning that you're going to make me strong. You're going to raise me up. You're going to strengthen my power. That's what a horn symbolizes. Okay, and a unicorn is not Pegasus. Okay, it's a type of oxen or bull, a horned animal. I shall be anointed with fresh oil. Now, symbolically, what does the oil represent? This knowledge, okay, this truth. And we are anointed with it. Let's go real quick to the book of Psalms, chapter 148, verse 14. It says what? He exalteth the horn of his people. Okay, right? We just read that here, right? My horn shalt thou exalt like the horn of an unicorn. So he exalteth the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel. A people near unto him, praise ye the Lord. Now let's deal with that oil. That oil. All right, 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 21, it says, now he which establisheth you, or establisheth us, which is short for establishes us with you in Hamashiach, and hath anointed us, what? Anointed us is God. What did he anoint us with? The Spirit. Okay, the Spirit of what? The Spirit of truth. That's what that oil symbolizes, that we've been anointed with. Verse 11, mine eye also shall see my desire of mine enemies. What is the desire? What is our desire on our enemies? Their downfall. And mine ears shall hear my desire of the wicked that rise against me. Right? That is to hear of their calamity, of their downfall. The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Right? And that's basically, when the Lord plants us, in the land, once he delivers us, and then we're flourishing. Right? We're going to grow. We're going to populate. We're going to spread. Isaiah talks about that, right? Of one shall become a nation. A little one shall become a mighty nation, roughly paraphrasing. I believe that might be Isaiah 61. Or Isaiah 60. Verse 13. Those that be planted in the house of the Lord shall flourish in the courts of our God. So who are likened unto being planted in the house of the Lord? Us. Okay, the elect of the nation of Israel. And then through those plants, the fruits will come forth the rest of the nation. They shall still bring forth fruit in old age. They shall be fat and flourishing. And why is that? Because we're never going to die. So we're still going to be bringing forth fruit, as it says, in old age, right? Even in old age, they will still produce fruit. They will remain vital and green. It says here, and also, spiritually, the scriptures talk about waxing old in thy work, right? So you can even see, right? This is just a thought, right? But looking at even our elders today, they're older than us, right? But they're still bringing forth fruit. Okay, on this side, right? Still flourishing. That is in the labor of the Lord, because they're plugged in, right? We're plugged in with the Lord to shew that the Lord Yahweh is upright. He is my rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him. Barakatah Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai. And that brings us to the end of the book of Psalms, the 92nd chapter. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakha Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.